Hello, humans, and welcome back to Blocktober. As you can see, we are starting where we left off again. Let me see here. We're still looking for Runa's place of inhabitants. Which I'm pretty sure I have literally gone way past it, and now I'm just exploring. But we'll continue to look for that. But as we look for that, I thought I'd tell you guys a story, which isn't really a story, to be completely honest with you. It's just like random occurrence that had happened that I existed in. I still have that weird bear, don't I? Because that's what we're putting in her house. Yeah, okay, I have it. There's so many weird bears. I'm sorry. I will rescue you next time I have a lasso. Um, it's probably an awful story. Like it literally, I think I'm only even slightly interested in my own story because of the fact that it is the first occurrence I have had of anything of the sort. Uh, But anyway, so it's kind of like a ghost-ish story, except not. But I live in a small town in Arizona, which, to be fair, I feel like most of Arizona is haunted, according to like most of the internet. It's just like a common theme with Arizona is apparently it's haunted. I literally that's where I hear about every big haunting in the United States. I swear to God. Oh, I forgot you're evil. Where'd you go? Oh, there he is. And I don't have a sword. This is a bad thing. Okay, it's dead. Alright, anyway. So that's where I hear about most of the hauntings in the United States, I swear. What? I just killed you! And now I'm about to die, aren't I? What? No! 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 Come this way. It's whispering kill. That's a little terrifying. I guess it fits in with the situation. Hey! What? I am... literally every time I turn around. Oh my gosh. Okay. We'll go searching in a new direction. Alright, we'll go searching in a new direction now, since apparently that's the way that's gonna work. I thought I got something when I killed it, but I guess not. Just the bones. Alright, ow. Anyway, but as I was trying to say with this story, I have personally never really experienced any kind of ghost phenomenon. The only thing that came close is the story I'm about to tell you, which isn't that impressive. But I've never really had any encounters of any sort. It's always just kind of been. Sometimes I feel a little wigged out, but that's just anxiety. I don't think there was anything this way. Let's go back that way. But anyway, so what happened is there's this place that I've worked. I've been working there for about a year and 8 months, and the other people that I'll mention in this story have also worked there for longer than me. Actually, some of them a little bit less, but all of us are over a year that we've been working there. So what happened is we have two stock rooms where I work because I work for retail. I will not tell you where. I'm sorry. But we have two retail stores where I work. Or not retail stores. We have two stock rooms where I work. And one of them is at the back of the store directly from the front doors. It's at the back. The other one is at the front of the store, but you have to walk all the way to the opposite end of the store from where the front doors are. And one of them has an upstairs, which is the only second story in the entire building. What's down here? I'm pretty sure I made this, but I don't remember what's down here. And then the other, oh, it's just a drop, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. And the other does not have a second story. It doesn't. There's no other second story other than what's on top of the stockroom towards the front. That's the only the only part of the second story, and you can see all of it. Like you go up to it, and it doesn't expand any further out. Like that's all there is. And so, ow. Oh, this is Runa's house. Well, her old house. I thought she said she moved. Weird. Anywho's it's so. Oh, she did move. She just left everything here. Anyway, so in that second stockroom is where we hold. Not that. Is where we hold all of our shoes and some folded clothes and stuff, like a bunch of random things. And so one day I was working. It was actually midday. Actually, now that I think about it, the first instance was midday. Uh, I was working my department, which is not really involved in that area much, and then I had 2 other coworkers that were working over in that department, and so they were in the stock room, and they were doing things I don't know what they were doing. But then I walked into the stock room, and they both like, well, no, one of them comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, were you upstairs just now?" And I was like, "No, I was doing stuff in my department and everything." And they were like, "Okay, well, that's weird," because I heard somebody walking around upstairs, and I was like, maybe it was somebody else. And then I had another coworker come up to me about probably like 30 minutes later, and they're like, "Hey, were you just like upstairs right now?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "You're like the second person that's asked me that." I was like, "No, I wasn't upstairs. I was downstairs. I was like down in my apartment doing my job. This is gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me, and I'm not happy with that. I'm going this way." But anyway, I was like, "Nah, I wasn't up there." And both of them were like, "It's weird. Like, I heard somebody walking around up there. It was like very distinctly." And I was like, well, I don't know." And I closed that night, but it was midday when it happened. It was probably like 6 o'clock. Well, I guess it's not midday. But anyway, so one of the gigs. So after that, I think both of them had gone. No, I think one of them was still there. I don't know. Somebody had gone home. Both of them weren't there at that time, like at the end of close. But so at the end of the close, I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Everybody was like, "Yeah, we should go check it out. It's like a haunted, I guess, and everything." And it was just haunted because of the fact that people had heard footsteps up there that day. And there's no like base and fact on that. But so I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's go check it out." So we went to go check it out. Because I'll be mind, around this time there was also another situation that was happening at my stores that we were all kind of weirded out by. There had been like some thefts at the store, not at our store, but at the store of the name in general, and so we had some weird procedures we had to do, and they had like the most terrifying name for the guy. All he did was rob the place, but they decided to make him sound like a serial killer. It was weird. How do I? Where did she move to? Anyway, so they decided to make it sound like a serial killer, which just made everything worse. So everyone was on edge because of that. So we decided to go check it out, and so we had like this whole running joke, like maybe the like thief is up there, like hiding there and everything. And so we went up there, and there was nobody there. Like we didn't see anyone. No one had heard any footsteps like for the rest of the day. Really, it was just kind of like a thing. And why did I? Oh, what? What just hit me? What is hitting me? You suck. No, 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 no. I did not agree to that. Okay, anyway. So no one really heard any footsteps. So we went up there, and there was nothing there. However, there is a large, like, vent up there that, like, it's literally, I could stand inside the vent. I mean, I'm a very small person, but I could stand inside the vent. And so that was a little weird. And oh my gosh, why is this spawn always so terrible? But so I was a little wigged out by that. It was weird. There wasn't much there. I just assumed it was, I don't know, it was weird noises. I didn't really have an assumption other than maybe the vent made noise. I don't know. My other thought was maybe a homeless guy was living in the vent. Who knows? But anyway, so there was one other instance. There was another different guy who'd worked shoes that day who, it was a different day actually. And so there was actually new people working there. It had been probably a month later actually. So this guy, he was like, "Oh yeah, I heard somebody walk around up there." He's like, and everything. He's like, "It's creepy." And then there was a new girl that we were talking about in front of it, and so we were telling her, and she was like, that's weird. And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "We should just go check it out when we close and everything." And she didn't want to do it at all. It was funny. But anyway, so we ended up going up there. It was like the second time we'd gone up there just because of random footsteps. And again, there was literally nothing there. I had never heard the footsteps up to this point. It was literally just hearsay. Like, everybody would tell me about these things, and then I'd just move on with my life. So I'd never heard anything up to this point. And then, maybe 2 weeks ago, potentially, I was in the stock room, and it was after close, actually. The store was closed. I was working on some stuff from truck, because I had just took some freight off the truck and I needed to put down, and I was backstocking it in the back. Can this work? That was not the right button. Shoot. Come back. Anyway, so I had... You broke it! It's yelling at me. So I was down there, out there backstalking. I was all by myself. There was nobody else in the room. I knew because, like I said, the store was already closed. Everybody had their jobs to do. There was nobody else there. So, what am I thinking? Oh, so what happened was I was just backstalking, and then suddenly, distinctly, like extremely, like obviously somebody walking around upstairs. Like I heard it. It was weird. It was very obvious that someone was walking around upstairs. It wasn't like a weird creak or anything. It wasn't like a possible like machine starting up or anything. It was literally footsteps that did not stop until I was like, honestly, I don't even know if they stopped after I left, but it was distinct footsteps. You could hear them like walking back and forth. Like it sounded exactly like it sounds when I'm up there. It was a little weird. And I think that's why everyone asked me if I was up there, is because they weren't like the most heavy of footprints or footsteps. So, and I'm a very small person. But yeah, so it was really, really weird. I don't understand exactly what was happening with that situation, but I didn't see anything. I did not go upstairs at that point. I was like, nah, that's weird. I was the only one in the room, so I left. I was like, the store's closed. This is weird. Walking away. Do I have anything I need to do? There's so many death infos that I don't need. Oh, that's my cotton. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make the farm. That's what I'll do. But anyways, it was just a really weird situation. Nothing has come of it as of since, and I'm still kind of curious, but it's nothing that I am investedly trying to figure out. But to be fair, in my town, there's a lot of buildings that are apparently haunted. I don't know how I feel about it because some of them I've been to on regular basis, but I've never had any kind of encounter with ghosts, to be honest. But yeah, so it's just a little tidbit. But yeah, there's a couple places. Like there's a dorm room on the campus that I used to go to and I used to work at, and they claim that it is haunted. It claimed that somebody as early as like 2014 claims that it is haunted. But I've never experienced it, I guess. I worked there for 3 years. I didn't live in the building, I guess, which makes it slightly different, but I did work there and I never experienced anything at all. And then there's another one of the places that is a hotel bar that is in my town, which I go to on a regular basis with my friends. And I have never experienced anything in that situation either. So it's interesting to just think about. I don't know. But I don't know if do I need water? I don't think I need water. These were growing without water. Well, I don't know why that happened. Why does that keep happening? Okay. I don't know why that's happening. That's weird. Okay, whatever. We'll get rid of that. Alright, apparently that's not happening. Yeah. The more you know. Okay, apparently that's not happening either. Apparently I can't grow more than 3 next to each other. Or this. But yeah, that's the closest I've ever had to any kind of ghost story. I have some other stories, but they're all like hallucination stories, not really ghost stories. I haven't really had any experience with the supernatural. I'm debating, because there are so many supposedly haunted places in my town. I'm debating going through them and like seeing with a camera and like seeing if I could find anything. I'm not like a ghost hunter or anything. I don't know anything about that stuff, so it's not like I have like the ability to actually use like an EMF thing or EMP or whatever. I can't do any of that stuff. But I could bring a camera and see what I can find. However, I'm not gonna lie, at least 3 of the places on the list, people are very, very active around. Like I said, one's a bar and the other's a dorm room. There's another place that is not on the list that I found online that I know a lot of people say is haunted, but I know why they say it's haunted, and it's not. So everybody claims that this dorm it's a freshman dorm that's far away from every other freshman dorm. So they claim that it is haunted because they say that like somebody like killed themselves in there, which honestly somebody probably did. A lot of people do commit suicide in college. Unfortunately, there is instances of this happening. It's very sad and everything, and it's terrifying. But anyway, they claim that somebody did kill themselves in there, and that is why it is haunted. And they claim that there's this room that is all boarded up in the back of the building that they say is the room that was haunted, and that's why it's all boarded up and everything. What is that noise? That's not a normal. Hi. Ow! Anyway, but yeah, so they claim that's the room it happened in and blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. I was an RA in there over the summer, and I know the RHD that lives there. And so here's the actual truth about that situation. So there is a boarded up room in the building. However, that boarded up room doorway thing is because apparently it used to be a dorm room, but they converted it into being part of the RHD's room. So it leads directly to the RHD's bedroom. And so it is boarded door, but it doesn't lead to any like empty room that was haunted or anything. At least to her room. And so apparently, because of this fact that she knows a lot of people consider it haunted, I don't know if this RHD still works there, by the way, but so what would happen is people would knock on that door, like assuming that like it was haunted, and so they'd try to like categorize it as like a ghost or something. So the RHD that used to work there, not sure if she still does, but she thought it was funny, and anytime somebody knocks on that door, because that leads straight to her bedroom, she gets a little annoyed, and she'll knock back just to freak somebody out. It's funny. But yeah, for most situations, I've never really dealt with Why are these just annoying me today? Stop it. Get out of here. Where'd you go? And so, yeah, I don't know. I want to experience something. I want to figure out if they're real or not. I want to believe in something, to be honest. I just don't know what yet. There was a manticore there, was there not? I literally just saw a manticore. Where did it go? I don't know anymore. Alright. I also don't know where Runa's house is. I've lost it. But why are you literally everywhere? I hit you. I know I did. Okay. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I don't really know many people that have ghost stories, to be honest. Like, actual instances that happened to them. It's not a very common thing, at least among the people I know. At least I haven't asked, I guess. I probably should ask before I just say that that's something that's never happened. Because I really don't know, I guess. I don't like that thing. It's bothering me. But, we'll probably do our outro. But, if you have any ghost tales or experiences, like, write them down in the comments, because I'm intrigued. I like to listen to ghost stories, and I like to figure out if they're true or not. I don't know. I like them around this time of the year, especially. They're neat to hear, and they're cool to like think about. Why am I stuck? Oh. So yeah, just leave those down in the comments. I'm really interested to see. Or if you don't feel comfortable leaving it in the comments, then you can. Oh no. You can DM me on Twitter. I have my DMs open currently. So feel free. I may close them at some point in the future. But currently my DMs are open. So there's that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Dang it. Ow. But yeah. So that's just a little Halloween thing. Also, it'd be kind of neat to see everybody's stories as well as like you guys like talking to each other about them. It's kind of neat. I want to see how many people have had like some kind of weird ghost experience, or like if you have a friend that has or something. Like that's neat too. Because I just haven't experienced any of it, so it's interesting to me. Like, the closest I've come is the story I just told you, which I guess, to be fair, wasn't that impressive. But once I get down to my house, we're probably going to say goodbye, though. Ow. Alright. But yeah, that's it for today, humans. I hope you liked my little ghost story. I still didn't find Runa's house. I was also quite distracted. As you could see, I was literally just wandering. But I lost it. I don't know where it's at. I give up. I'll ask her when I see her. Well, I'll probably see it Tuesday. Let's be fair. I'll see it Tuesday. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like down below, and then don't forget to comment some of your little ghost stories if you have any, or like a friend's ghost story or something, or like if you know about a little haunted area that I can look up and like read a story about or something. It'd be neat. I'm kind of interested in that stuff. It's become a recent interest. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. So if you like this video, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy my content. And I'll see you later. Bye.